right before I drive away to forget. Why do I give a damn after everything we said? G'day guys, it's your boy Biff, and this is the Chaos Chronicles. All right, so today we're going to talk about trust and betrayal, and how in that life of crime and drugs and whatnot, how you really cannot trust anyone, even your closest friends, as you're about to find out. Um, all right, so a bit of context. There was a little bit of issues going on club wise. I was still at the club at the time, and I was staying at a motel in Melbourne. And only one of my friends knew where I was staying at that time. And so, anyway, um, earlier on in that day, I went around to see that friend at their apartment. And midway through, just something really random happened, and I didn't really clue onto it at first. And some guy just walked up to us, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I met this guy last night. Yeah, do you mind if he sits down and talks with us and whatnot?" And I was like, "Oh, this is a little bit odd, you know what I mean?" Because she knows what I'm like, and but I was like, "Yeah, whatever. I'm not going to be saying shit anyway, so it's not really going to matter." But anyway, yeah, he sat down and was kind of trying to figure out, like, now I look back, he was trying to figure out what my movements were going to be that day and whatnot. And so, anyway, fast forward to that night, and I'm sitting in my room, which is a smoke free room, and I'm sitting at my window smoking a joint, actually. And I've got the window open, and there's like a laneway right behind my hotel, and I swear there's a group of people there, and I swear I heard them say, like, my nickname Biff like 3 or 4 times, and I was like, oh, that's a bit odd, you know. So I messaged my friend and I said, like, look, listen, I believe that there's people here, maybe here to get me. I believe I noticed from the window looking down a couple of people that were ops enemies, so to speak. And yeah, I thought I was unarmed and everything, so I was in a bit of a situation. So anyway, they all said that they were about to start making their way upstairs, which is where I was. So I actually started going down the staircase. They were going into the elevator, and I remember as I was walking down the stairs, I heard the ding to the elevator open, and I heard people walking towards, like, my room, and I was only like 3 steps down the stairway, and I thought, I'm going to stick my head up and have a look. And sure enough, there was people there at my door, banging on my door. So I scarpered off. I run down to the taxi stand right out the front of Southern Cross Station, and I say, look, you need to take me to my friend's apartment. Rah, rah, rah. Told him where the apartment was. I ring my friend up, and I'm like, look, rah rah, like, yeah, they were definitely there for me. And she's like, yeah, no way, come here, come here. I'm like, yeah, I'm on my way there now. And so anyway, I'm on my way there, and so I'm I'm like thinking in my head what's going on, but I'm definitely not thinking that my best friend is about to set me up here. And so anyway, where my friend's apartment was. So if you guys know it's called something on Bell. Um, anyway, it's got like a roundabout in the middle, and so you pull in this one side, go around the roundabout, and then go out at like the exit, you know. And so anyway, um, we've pulled up, and there's a boom gate there that must only let people that have passes in or whatnot. And so, like, we've stopped there, and then, like, on the way in, I noticed there was like this old school yellow Bedford van parked there with the door open, and there was like one dude sitting in the back of it, and then like a couple of dudes standing around it, you know. And so anyway, then my friend comes running up and says, like, come on, let's go, let's go. And I'm like, where are we going? Where are we going? They're like, I've got someone waiting over here. They're going to take care of. I'm like, who? Who you got waiting? And where are they going to take me? You know? And she's like, oh, no, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then I look over and these people are starting to run towards the taxi, and I'm like outside the taxi, but I've still got the taxi door open. And then anyway, I go to jump back in the taxi, and they've gone to try and drag me out of the taxi. And I just said to the taxi driver, drive, just reverse. So the taxi driver put it in reverse. I'm watching them, and mind you, I said to her right before I jumped in the taxi, I said, you set me up. I know you did this. And then she was like, they made me do it. They paid me do it. And I was like, what? She said, they made me do it. They paid me, both in the same sentence. Do you know what I mean? So like, obviously they paid her to find out where I was and whatnot. And so she gave herself up. And this was someone that, I had done a lot of stuff with in the past and made a lot of money together, and done a lot of things, and I trusted her with my life, and vice versa. And so anyway, we take off, and I see that, now I've got the Bedford van following the taxi and two other cars, two Commodores, the easiest type of Commodores to steal. And so all of them kept on, taking turns of like driving up to the taxi and then like driving back, or driving up to the side of the taxi and then taking off in front of it. And I'm just thinking, what am I going to do here? They're just going to wait until where, like, it really looked like they were going to wait until we were off that highway, and then they were going to just corral us off, and whatever would happen. They had three cars, and like, this is a taxi driver, not someone that's in that life. So if someone's doing that stuff, he's going to pull over. So I said, just drive to the airport, drive to the airport now. And so anyway, yeah, we drive to the airport. I take off. I pay the taxi driver, and I go into the terminal. And I actually went straight away and bought a ticket, to Queensland, just because I got family there, and I just was like, that's where I'm going. And so anyway, it got the better of me. I just thought, I wonder if they're waiting for me out the front or whatnot. But they kept, driving past. I'm like sitting on the seats that are a little bit back, before you go through like the customs area, and I'm seeing them driving past. And so anyway, I thought, I wonder what will happen if I walk up to the gate. Like, probably a stupid idea, but I did it. Walked up to the front door, and then bang, next thing you know, the Bedford van pulls up, and yeah, I jumped back inside. So I'm inside, and I just said, "No, not this time, boys, not this time." And yeah, so I absolutely, and then they were saying a few curse words and then drove off, and they didn't come back after that. So I was pretty lucky, quick thinking, to go straight to the airport. I just thought, where am I going to go where this three carloads of people isn't going to, go out of their way to kidnap me and put me in the boot or in the back of that van or whatnot. And so the quick thinking of going to the airport quite possibly saved my life. I don't know. Um, you know, I've been in contact with that female friend since then, and she said both denied that she had anything to do with it, and then she also said that they made her do it and threatened her and whatnot. But the honest truth is, she would have sold me out for money, and that's exactly what would have happened. And so it was pretty breathtaking at the time. Like, it was pretty scary. I was unarmed, and there was three carloads of dudes that were trying to get me. And if it wasn't for quick thinking, to get out of there, who knows what would have happened. And so there you go. Like, you just can't trust anyone in that life. And this is someone who I'd known for 20 years and was like, a lifelong friend. And that life got the better of her, and her loyalties didn't lie with me anymore. And obviously, money was more important than our friendship or anything like that. And this is just the bullshit that comes with that fake life. And it's usually, when people get shot and murdered and things like that it's someone that's very close to them that's played a part in that. And trust me, I've been in that life for a very long time, and I know how it all works. And that's exactly how it works. And yeah, so it's a bullshit life, guys. Don't be a part of it. it's, the money and all that, for now, in the now time, might be good. You've got the flashy cars and this and that, nice looking misses, nice house, this and that, but all that shit doesn't last. And like I always say, if you're selling drugs and you're making bulk cash and you're never getting caught and you're never going to jail, you're a fucking snitch. And you know it, and I know it. You cannot be doing that shit and not get caught. It doesn't matter how good you are at crime. Like snitches and like, mate, the technology what the police have these days is crazy. And not only that, every single person has a camera in their hand at all times these days. So, getting away with things is a lot harder as well. So fuck that life. It just ain't worth it. Like I always say, put down the bag and pick up your kids. That's where it's all about. Family is what it's all about, because when you go to prison for being a dickhead, they're the ones that pay the price. Trust me. All right, guys, I'm the Chaos Chronicles. You guys have been awesome. We out. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, chuck a comment down there, and I will get back to that comment. You guys know I get back to all my comments. I've been a bit slack lately because I've got so many there, but I am getting to them slowly. I will also make a video out of some of the comments, and smash that bell. That way you won't miss any of my videos. All right, guys, we out.
I am also the guy who decides if you and your friends walk out of here or not.